Uncle Go Clips. Most businesses just focus on money, and they have this like quarterly, all right, this is the target that we have to hit, this is the amount of money that we need to make, and these are the results that we want to achieve while doing that. And then everything else comes fourth or fifth or even later down the line. What role does money play in your life? How do you approach it? And do you have like some thoughts on how people listening to the podcast can maybe improve their financial situation?
Yeah. As I said before, my money education was very slim. It was not something that we talked about in the household. It was something that paid the bills, gave us food, and that was it. Saving wasn't really a conversation. And I have to admit, I only really took in consideration of financial freedom and saving for things that I wanted and investments until I met Jonathan, because he sparked this conversation in me that I wasn't really aware of.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had so many money blocks. Like I was thinking, I was a teacher and I was making a decent salary, and I thought that was enough, which to be honest can be for you if that's what you want. Now, when you start thinking about all the possibilities and saying, I want to give back. I have a desire to give back. So with that desire to give back, I also need to earn more money. And the money is going to allow me then to give back. So the more that I can earn, the bigger impact I can have. And I think this is how I look at money, in a sense where, yes, it's a blessing to have this financial freedom and to buy the things and experiences that you want. But if you can ultimately use it also to empower other people, to give back, to serve, then that is ultimately the best way that I see money can be used. Now, money for me, again, is, I like to say it as it's constantly flowing, it's coming in, it's going out, and I accept that. And I think when looking at money, money should not be a hindrance, money should not be in any way a negative thing, but it's a way that we can use it positively, and it should be still taught about. And even from the basics of saving and paying off your debt. I paid off my student loan at 28. And for a lot of people I know who are in their 30s and in Canada or America, they still have debt. And it's a huge thing to be living with this constant paycheck that you have to pay out. So I urge people to really be responsible with getting that debt clear, working towards making that, looking at your income and saying, okay, what can I allocate every month towards putting down my debt? And that's the first and foremost thing of anything, realistically, when it comes to growing your investment portfolio, is also paying down what you owe. So getting that blank slate. And to be honest, it's a huge weight lifted off you as well when you can say, I paid off my student loans, I paid off whatever debt I may have now, and then moving forward onto the next step. And Jonathan and I, we have big goals for property investments, and this takes then, envisioning us investing in property is something that we acquire as a very big asset, and that will allow us to expand and have the financial freedom that we do desire. Now, again, this is us believing that money will help us to grow and give back, and also have the financial freedom that we do want. And this is something that we're going to work at. So we are very mindful of our financial spending. We talk about our expenses together as a couple. We are open about our income, his income, my income. We run a business together. So one income from this, we talk about our separate incomes from our other businesses. And I think it's important that whatever relationship that you're in your family, you are communicating about money. It shouldn't be a conversation that is taboo, that you shouldn't be talking about. It should be something that you openly talk about, because we all need to use it. Yep. We all need to, you get your money to do things and have experiences and eat and have shelter and clothes. So talking about it first and foremost, and just understanding, asking questions, even if you don't know, is so important. Just and there shouldn't be a silly question about money. In the end, like we're all still learning about different things, and things are changing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and there's so many things to be aware of, but it's understanding this is the money coming in, where do I want to put it, how do I want to save, how am I going to invest in myself. So something that myself and Jonathan do is we really look at our income as a whole. We then break it down into our personal, our wants and desires, our business investments, and we look at it, okay, I'm going to put 10% here, going to put 20% here, and really breaking those down into small little bits, because that allows you then to see growth and to see opportunities and to really say, okay, I've invested 10,000 into personal development this year. And that was huge, because that 10,000 euro investment allowed me to make 6 figures on my business. For example, like there's certain things that we can then say that, wow, that investment allowed this to happen. So breaking out, where's the income coming in? What do you ultimately want? Are you saving for a house? Are you saving for a car? Are you saving for travel? Are you saving for an investment of properties that will allow you to have a second income because you're renting it out? You know, so there's so many ways to use money that is going to be a tool for you, that you're going to take it and you're going to give it. You're going to see it all around you, and it's not going to be a hindrance, it's a blessing. And so looking at it in a positive way and asking the right questions and getting those resources and learning the right way to use it, because it is something to use and to really find that it can be, it's an abundance source, that it's there and it's always coming to you and flowing to you pretty much. So you just have to find ways to grab onto it, and also know your value. And when you are giving a service and you're selling a service or providing anything, that you recognize the value of what you're providing, that you are charging the right thing that you're worth.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.